Hello, hello, hello. I'm gonna put music on in a second. I just need to text my friend back really quick. Um, mm, ah, no, oh my God, I can't write. All right. Hello, hello, hello. I apologize for that little delay. I'm gonna quickly put on some music really quick. You guys aren't gonna be able to hear it that much because we don't want copyright. But hello, everybody. How is everyone doing today? Or Zach and Kay together. That's what I wanted to come in here and talk about. Zach and Kay back together. It's been a while. Hello, welcome back. It has been a while. I haven't been live streaming as much as I used to, so it's definitely that, as well as the time. Matching tattoos. I hope freaking so. Christina's tattoo that she got is so freaking cute. I want it. Like, I want an airplane tattoo for sure, and I want one right here. And so I'm like, that design is really cute. But yeah. The drama. Let's talk about the drama again because I feel like with this fandom, there's always some drama. So, um, what is Christina and Corbin's tattoos? I don't know if Corbin has it as well. I haven't seen Corbin post it. I also haven't really looked for it, but I know Christina got one, and I will show you in a second. So this is Christina's tattoo that she got, the little airplane on her shoulder. I think it's absolutely adorable. And I save this live. Yes, I actually, fun fact, I save all my lives. I just put them on unlisted, so you have to have the link in order to do that. So copy the link right now, or save the video, or share it, or do whatever, so you still have the link, because I'm not going to keep it up on my channel, but I will have it still live, so if you have the link to it, you can still see it. Maybe I'll post it on, I'll post a link on, like, the community section of my page, or whatever it is, so you can still see it, but yeah, it'll still be up. I'm sorry, I'm late. It's okay, you're not really late. I haven't really said anything. Here's the thing that's pissing me off. So everyone has to have an opinion on their relationship, which, like, I kind of understand because, like, the boys are in the spotlight. It makes sense. The majority of their fans are teenage girls. That's just their demographic, and that's how it's going to continue being, as it was with Justin Bieber and One Direction and any other artist that comes on here that is of the same age as the boys and has pop music. Chances are their demographic is going to be mainly teenage girls. And that's fine. Like, that's 100% okay. Teenage girls spend money on concert tickets and merch and stuff. So for them, it works great. And for them being teenage boys themselves or young adults, it's great to have a bunch of girls your age and even a little bit older, a little bit younger that, like, obviously are supporting you. So for them, yeah, I don't know. But anyways, about their relationship. So Zach and Kay, they were never really a public relationship. And this is why we're going to talk about everything. We're going to be here for a while. So take a seat. Let's discuss this all. If you have anything you want to add in, just comment them and I will go through the comments as I'm addressing everything. But basically, come on. Okay, I don't want to get this taken out. So turning that down so I can just hear it. But anyways, so, okay, here's the thing. Their relationship was never really public. The boys' relationship with any of the girlfriends was never public because it's not just management. And people, before they say anything about blaming John is their tour manager. There's a difference between the boys' manager and their tour manager. Tour manager deals with everyday on the road tour things, planning for, different things. It's more of the day-to-day kind of manager. So John has nothing to do with that. People have made comments to John, or not to him, but about him, that he needs to not be so strict with the boys and all this stuff. John is very, very lenient with the boys. He lets them do a lot of things. He allows fans to do lots of things. He's very lenient. But people give him a hard time sometimes and say that he needs to like relax a little bit, but it's John isn't like he's their tour manager. He's not like their manager. So anyone who's saying like, "Oh, John needs to not do whatever," he's okay. Like don't it's not John, it's like the label. Like it's not when people refer to management, it's not John they're referring to. So anyone who thinks that, I want to clear that up. John is super sweet. He's super supportive of the boys and he definitely has helped them get to where they are today. So John is a great person in my books and should be in everyone's books. But clear that up first, because I know I saw a couple people talking about John saying that he is the reason why the boys couldn't do certain things, and it's like, no, he's just a tour manager. So for anyone who is confused about those things, he is their day-to-day manager. He has nothing to do with the fact that the relationship should be kept private or have to be kept private or anything like that. So clearing that up. But yeah, so let's go back to day one. Any of the boys' relationships. Corbin and Christina. Let's talk about them first. Corbin and Christina were dating before Why Don't You was even a thing. Before management was even a thing. Before the boys were signed to a label. Anything like that. The two of them were together. And Christina, being a vlogger, a YouTuber, she posted about their relationship. And just that's part of her life. So they posted as typical people post about their life. They did that. And that's how it was for a long time. And then the band started getting a little bit bigger, and the only one that would ever discuss any sort of relationship, because it was a serious relationship, was Corbin. And as time went on, it became less and less vocal. They became less and less vocal about it. And as much as people can say it's because of management, it's also because of Christina. Christina has said this herself. She was being known as Corbin's girlfriend, and she never wanted to be known as a girlfriend. She wanted to always be known as a person herself. She didn't want to be known as, a Why Don't We girlfriend, as Corbin Besson's girlfriend, as whatever. She wanted to be known as Christina Marie Beauty Chickie, as her own person, especially considering she has her own brand and her own everything. It's like she's a person, has to be her own person. So it's like I have eyelash glue on my eyelashes. See this? This is glue. Yeah, exactly. So she's not just Corbin's girlfriend. And so that's why they kind of kept their relationship on like the down low. And that's why people are like, oh, they're not dating anymore, because they became less vocal about it. But if you go back and listen to what Christina has said in the past, they keep it private now because they want to keep it private, because they want it to be personal. It's a relationship between the two of them. If that's the way they want to have their relationship, as a private relationship, not out in the public eye, that's their own choice. It has nothing to do with anyone else. If Corbin were to come on and was like, yeah, I'm dating Christina, and continue doing that, I guarantee management wouldn't have said anything, because they were dating before and everyone kind of already knew them before. So for them, it wasn't just an image thing of them being these heartthrobs that any girl can like be in a relationship with. It's a little bit different for them. As for the rest of the boys, they definitely keep their relationships on the down low, out of respect for the girl, out of respect for hate, out of respect for a lot of things, and also probably to do with management. And it's like, yeah, I don't know, management's everything. Jack is a different situation now, which I'll talk about in a second, because you can't really hide a full-ass kid. Like, you can't hide a baby. I mean, they did, but you can't really hide a baby. Like, it's kind of more difficult. But and also they shouldn't have to hide a baby. That's the thing. So, and ever since Lab was born, things have been a little bit different. But basically, all the boys had to keep their relationships on the down low. Like, no matter who they were dating, they might have been dating people behind the scenes and nobody knew. But it was like, as they get bigger and as fans see them more places, and it's hard to go out in public for them now and not get recognized. Even if they don't get stopped for a picture, someone will be like, I'm pretty sure that's the guy from a band, or I'm pretty sure that's, Jack from I Don't We, or whoever. And so it's like, they can't really go out in public and do the normal things anymore. I mean, in certain towns they can, and in certain places they can, but a lot of times they're not able to do that anymore. So for them, they have to kind of, if they want to do anything in the public eye, people kind of know about it now. Even if it's not in the public eye, even if it's going to the grocery store, people are still going to know. So that's how relationships are like not as private anymore. And that's how Zach and Kay, that's how they got like exposed in a way, because there was a video of them that was posted on Kay's school account of him asking her to prom. And that's a typical thing that I know people do take pictures of, but people would just be like, oh, that's cute, post it on their Snapchat story. But since Zach is known, it spread like wildfire and everybody knew. And so their relationship got, blown out there. And the fact that now Zach and Kate, everyone knew about them, and Corbin and Christina, everyone already kind of knew about them. And then Gabby announced and Jack announced that they had a kid. So obviously the two of them are together. And so that just leaves like Jonah and Tate. And obviously you kind of put two and two together when they're both in the same place, both hanging out together, see them walking around holding hands. Both are on a date night and just post a picture of themselves. Clearly they're not on a date night by themselves, clearly on a date night with someone else. So it's like you can kind of put two and two together. So that's how kind of all the relationships got like public, but like they were never announced publicly besides Jack and Gabby. And Corbin and Christina in the past. Because like it wasn't something that was supposed to be public. Like it's not something that's like, hey, just so you know, I have a girlfriend. Like people don't really do that. But anyways, let's get back to Zach and Kay, the whole thing. So yeah, their relationship was never really public. It was something that got leaked in a way. And the only reason that they were like, well, might as well post pictures or whatever, they posted a picture from prom. For Kay, obviously she's going to post pictures from prom. It's her prom. It's her senior prom. It's kind of a big deal. So obviously she's going to post pictures because why wouldn't she? Like she's a typical high school student. It's what typical high school students do, especially their senior year. She's not going to be like, I'm not posting pictures because I'm going with Zach Heron and people can't know I'm going with Zach Heron. Like in a way, if it were to be that big of a deal, management was like, you can't do that. If you do that, you can't go. Then it would be like she'd probably be willing to like make that sacrifice. But in the same time, she shouldn't have to make that sacrifice. She should be able to post pictures with her boyfriend if she wants to at her school prom. Like, it's fine. So that's what happened. And it happened. And their parents posted pictures and they posted pictures and it was just a thing. But that was like the end of it, what we saw. And then once again, they went and did their own private stuff. Nobody ever really heard about them or saw about them again. Kay went to a few shows on the tour, on both the summer and the spring tour. Both times she went to Vegas. I saw her both times. Everyone saw her both times. Like it just happens. People kind of, okay, well, they're still together because we know that they're still together because she's on tour with them or whatever. She's at a few shows. Clearly they're still together or they're really good friends or something because why would she be going to, the concerts and traveling with them or whatever if they weren't dating anymore? So everyone kind of figured that way. And then they went to Mexico and that video of Kay and Zach singing got exposed or whatever, got leaked or whatever you want to say. It got posted. The video got posted and it's a cute video and they sounded good together and whatever. That got posted and everyone's like, hey, well, they still are together. And then shortly after that, I think that was actually before the summer tour. It was. The whole drama thing happened where Zach apparently cheated on Kay and Kay cheated on Zach or something happened in Hawaii. And like this big whole thing happened, which is a ton of drama that nobody is ever really going to know the full truth. Like Zach and Kay know what happened. They know their truth, but there's also a truth in the middle. There's Zach's truth, there's Kay's truth, and then there's the truth of what actually happened. And neither of them are really going to know what really happened. And any of us are like, we're never going to know what actually happened because the thing is like, we're only going to know what we see and what we heard through rumors. No one's ever going to come on and confirm what happened. Like nobody really knows. And people are saying that Zach cheated on Kay and like, that's not okay. And then people are like, well, no, that couldn't have happened. It had to be the other way around. But I'm like, I don't think Kay cheated on Zach. I don't think that's someone who would be that upset and that, deletes her stuff or all this stuff would cheat on someone. I don't think Kay would cheat on her, or on him. And I also don't think Zach would. But at the same time, I don't know either of them on that personal level. I've never dated either of them, obviously. I've never been friends with them, obviously. Like, I don't really know what happened. And like I said, none of us are really ever going to know. And so it's like, it's just kind of assumptions and like what we see and what we hear. So it's like, we don't really know what happened. But the whole thing blew up and it was bad and whatever. And then all of a sudden, over this last little bit, everyone's like, I think Zach and Kay are back together. And now Kay's in Europe, supposedly. And there's a video of her walking over to the tour bus with them. And so supposedly they're back together. And so here's the thing. If you listen to Mad at You, then you can hear in it, there's one line in it where I'm going to show you guys. I don't know where it is. I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is. This part in Mad at You, listen to the lyrics. Okay. Okay. In the morning when we wake up after another fake breakup. Don't remember what we were fighting for. So what I'm interpreting those lyrics as not necessarily like a fake breakup. People are like, oh my god, fake breakup. It was for publicity. It was for all this stuff. No, it wasn't for publicity. Like it wasn't a thing. Kay didn't do it. I don't think Kay would post that stuff to do with, you know, clout or whatever it is that people are saying that she's chasing clout. That's why she posted stuff. Like honestly, she genuinely seemed upset. She genuinely seemed like she was hurt. She genuinely seemed like she was angry. Like she seemed like she was not doing so well. And as a whatever, a 17-year-old girl, after being, your heart getting broken after a relationship that you thought was gonna go really well and might have been going really well. What? Jonah made out with a girl. Jonah has it on what? With Tate? I'm confused. Oh, I don't know. I didn't see that thing, but probably, honestly. But yeah, so it's like I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I'm interpreting it as like it's not like they broke, like it was a fake. It was like pretending. It was they probably broke up, but it was like it was a fake because like we broke up, but then we're back together, like an on and off relationship kind of thing. And that's how I think it went. Like they probably got in a huge fight. Something happened in Hawaii, which nobody is gonna ever really fully know the truth. Like I said, Kay was heartbroken, upset, and they broke up, and they weren't talking. And she posted stuff because she wanted people to know because that picture. Okay, yeah. That could also have been fans. That could have been anyone. The kiss marks on his cheek and his neck or whatever. I don't know who it was, but yeah, it could have been whoever. Could have been a makeup artist for a picture. Like it really could have been anyone. We don't really know, but who knows? Yeah. But yeah, anyways, so I think it was they broke up. It was like because they were mad at each other, whatever. They probably weren't talking for a while. Goodbye. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah, I think they were on and off and something bad happened and they broke up, but then they talked about it and they discussed it and figured out that what actually happened and it took the initial like took like the initial feelings, like the initial pain and hurt that they were feeling from the situation, from the post, from the whatever happened, and they put that off to the side and they just talked about it and figured out what actually happened. And once they did that, I feel like they realized that they'd rather be together than apart, and they'd rather be in a relationship and deal with whatever happened and deal with the issues than to break up and have it just end in a horrible way. They probably still have feelings for each other, especially if they probably didn't want to break up, especially if it was like they broke up because something happened. Then in that situation, it wasn't a breakup that was planned or that anybody wanted. It wasn't like one-sided even. It was like something happened, so I need to break up with you in a way. And so that's probably what happened there. Obviously, like I said, I don't know, and I'm never going to know, and no one's ever going to know except for them. And if they tell any of their friends the truth or whatever it might be. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's what happened, and now they're back together, and they've been together for a while. But between touring and Kay, graduating high school and stuff, and they have their time apart because Zach is on tour, so no one's really seen anything. And they did refollow each other on stuff. I'm pretty sure a while ago, and so like after all that stuff, I feel like I don't know. I feel like they just got back together and they've been together for a while. They've probably been together this entire time and people just were unaware of it because, like I said, relationships are not in the public eye. They've never really been except for now Jack and Gabby because, obvious reasons. There's a child involved and Corbin and Christina, but not anymore because they want to be known for their own people and not as each other's, whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's what happened, honestly. Obviously, like I said, don't know. But if I can think about it logically and thinking about it in a way that would make sense to me, is that's what I think happened, is they've been together this whole time and they broke up at their fake breakup. They broke up, but it wasn't really a breakup because I don't know. I just as much as like I don't necessarily I don't know, I think Kay is very, very talented. I think she has a very good voice, and if she wants to be a singer, she can go far. I think Zach has a good voice. I think they are both genuine people. Obviously, I know Zach's a genuine person. I support him. I've talked to him away from cameras and away from crowds and away from that kind of stuff, so I can kind of get a better I just got the glue off my eyelash. I can get a better read of, like, him as a genuine person opposed to, what he would like the public to know him as, which is very, very nice to be able to say that and to be in those situations where I'm like, I feel like he's genuine. Kay seems like a genuine person. I have seen her a few times. I've talked to her a few times, twice, 3 times, 2 times, I don't even know. But she seems genuine. Obviously, people put on fronts, people put on, you know, a brave face and a fake face to talk to certain people and to be known and pictured as a better version of themselves sometimes. So who knows what they really are like behind closed doors? Because in a way, yeah, sure, cameras might be away and that might be different, but at the same time, until you are with them behind closed doors and with them being 100% themselves, nobody really truly knows how someone is. And that's like anyone, not just with people who are in the spotlight, not just with people who are famous or influencers or who are known. It's with every single person out there. It's with your best friend, it's with your dog, it's with your aunt, it's with your neighbor down the street, it's with your parents. Like it's whoever it might be. Every single person is different. They have a bunch of different sides to them. And a lot of times people don't show off all the sides of them to people who they don't 100% know. And that's just a comfort thing. That's just a thing that is part of life. And so it's like nobody really knows, but I honestly don't think she did it in like a negative way, in a way that was trying to harm anyone, but I don't know at the same time. Like I said, I don't really know. And people who have bad opinions on her can have bad opinions on her and have, negative thoughts towards her and not like her. And that's fine by me. If you think a certain way and if you think whatever, that's fine. That's your own opinion. That's your own choice. And that's okay with me. For me, I personally, I'm not mad at her. I'm not angry at her. I don't think she should, stay away from him. I think if he's happy with her and if he's safe with her, then that's all that matters. I obviously care about Zach, like I said. And at the end of the day, yeah, it might suck to see him hurt. And yeah, I don't want him to be hurt. If he's happy in the moment and if he's happy now and if he's with someone who he cares about, that's all that I care about. All I care about is him being happy and him being cared for and safe and feeling important and loved. And I don't know, I feel like that's for me, that's one of the most important things with anyone, not just with Zach, not just with whoever. I'm talking about Zach, yes. Not just with anyone. I feel like, yeah, just whoever it might be, friends, family, people who I, meet online, people who, I support, YouTubers, musicians, whoever it might be. If I genuinely care about you as a person and if you seem like a decent person and I have some sort of compassion towards you, I want you to be happy and I want you to be cared for. I don't want anybody to be sad and upset and hurt and scared. Like, I want everybody to be in a good situation and have someone who cares about them. And that just might be me because that's the kind of person I am. That just might be how I am as a person is I genuinely care about people. I'm someone who wants everyone to be happy and be safe. And so that relates to the boys as well. And that goes over to the boys. And it's like, I want them to be safe and I want them to be happy. And so if Kay makes Zach happy, fantastic. And at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out and they break up or whatever and they don't last, that sucks. And I'm still going to be here to support him and it still sucks. But if, they're happy now and that's really what matters. And that's what's going to continue mattering to me in a way. Like, yeah, sure, date Zach. Yeah, sure, I'd love Zach to be with a girl who's going to marry. Yeah, sure, all this different stuff. But at the end of the day, whoever makes him happy is who I want him to be with. So even if it's not a forever thing, even if it's just a temporary thing. Yeah, that's all I really care about with the boys. So that goes with Tate, that goes with, Gabby, that goes with whoever, Kate, whatever, Christina, all of them. I genuinely care about Christina as well because I think she has posts very good content and I think she's funny and I think she's a genuine person. But yeah, I don't know. She got inappropriate. Wait, on Jonah's picture? Let me go find out. My eye has something in it. Ah, I don't know what's in my eye, but it burns. Okay, let me find out. Let me search Jonah Murray. So this is a picture for anyone who is curious. There's a faint kiss on his neck and his cheek. Um, okay, so Hunter. Okay, so I know what you're talking about. So Hunter.ak, whoever this is, this Hunter girl, commented on the thing saying inappropriate, and he said, "Don't kiss me then." It's probably backwards for you guys. You probably can't see it. Why is Chloe texting me in all caps? What's happening? Oh my god. Okay, never mind. It's all good. This is okay. This is Tate's friend, I think. Trying to find a picture. Let's see. Yeah, she's friends with. I just saw one. Okay, they're in the same sorority. So Tate and her are in the same sorority. Tone. I think she's over in. I think honestly, I think it was just a joke because Jonah and Tate both follow her. She's friends with Tate. She's probably friends with Jonah. It's probably just a thing. They're friends, and she probably just commented as a joke, and then he commented it back as a joke. Jonah is a very humorous person. Someone else commented scandal. Troy, who is this? Oh, Troy or Ogletree or whatever. I don't know. Troy commented something. Another one of their friends. Tyler commented something. You look like the guy I know named Dak. Yeah. Okay. So it was just a joke. It's nothing. It's not. Yeah. It's nothing. It's all good. Is it Tate's friend? Yes, it's Tate's friend. I just finished getting ready. So hello. I still haven't finished getting ready. I don't have to leave though for a little bit. I still have like 2 hours. So now the Eben T. He's going on his own tour. Yes. Okay. So here's the tea. Eben has been touring with the boys since the Something Different tour. He has been opening for the boys since Invitation tour. So he's open for them. Invitation, 8 letters summer, 8 letters Europe. He's going to Australia. He's doing all this stuff with the boys. He's been touring with them for a very long time. And as most artists do when they're smaller, they open for artists. They go on tour with them. They open for the artist. They do that one tour and then they go. I didn't honestly know if Eben would be opening for the boys this tour. I didn't know if he'd continue opening for them after Invitation. He did, obviously. But I truthfully believe this is going to be Eben's last tour. And now apparently he's confirmed it, which it sucks because when I think Eben, I think why don't we? And when I think why don't we, I think Eben. And the two and two are kind of together because, I've met Eben. I met Evan in Something Different tour, and he was such a genuine, sweet person. And then I kind of met him, I saw him for a second, and then I actually met him and talked to him and got to know him a little more during Invitation tour and over 8 Letters tour. I have just my love for him has grown so much, and I absolutely love that guy. And I'll continue supporting him. And as I crack out for Why Don't We and travel for shows, I'll probably do the same thing for Evan because he's a very, very sweet and genuine person who cares a lot about people. He cares so much about people. He's so genuine and so caring. Dare I say even more than the boys. He he deserves a lot. But anyways, he's gotten a lot bigger. He's now been signed to his own record deal, which I'm so proud of him for. He has his own record deal now. And with record deals, you now have connections through your label. And when you have connections through your label, you then get other opportunities to travel for tours. You get other opportunities to open for other acts. You get opportunities to go on your own tours. And truthfully, with him confirming it, I haven't seen any videos or anything. All I've seen is a tweet of him confirming it, of someone saying that he confirmed it. I believe it. I saw it coming. I didn't think he would be on any tour past 8 Letters tour. As much as I'd absolutely love him to be there forever and be their opener forever, he has to expand, and I want him to expand, and I want him to be able to do the same size tours as Why Don't We, but be the Eben tour. And I want him to be able to do that because he is really, really talented, and he has so much music now. He has the ability to put in a full set. He can put in a full, hour and a half set. He can do that. He has a stage presence. He has a stamina. He has the ability to do so. Yeah, I wanted to do that because I want him to be able to go on, perform for more than 30, 35, 40 minutes maybe. And that's like a long opening set. Being able to perform for like 45 minutes as an opener is a very, very long set. Like, it doesn't typically happen for that long. So for him to be able to actually go out and perform a full set and not be like limited to like, you only have 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes before the boys go on to perform, it just gives him the chance to be recognized and be known. And I do like that this tour, he has been recognized a lot more. Like, for example, in Vegas, it was like, Why Don't We with special guest Eben. And so his name was on the billboards, his name was on the signs, and they've definitely expanded it a lot more. And he's been a lot more out there. He has his own bus. Well, I mean, not for the Europe tour. I think they all just share one. But he has his own bus for the spring tour, for the summer tour, I mean. I don't know. He just, like, after getting signed, things kind of change a little bit, which it's sad and it sucks because we're not going to have the Evan content. We're not going to have the Dak and Brody content. Like, we're not going to have that kind of content next tour, I feel like. And it sucks. But at the same time, it's good for him, and I'm proud of him. So yeah, Plastic Angels is so good. His energy is just, his stage presence has grown a lot. I've dropped my mascara. His stage presence has grown tremendously, and he even sees it. He sees his confidence growing. He sees people singing his songs, and he absolutely loves it, and it helps him, and it motivates him, and I don't know. I don't know. I think he deserves his own tour. He deserves to have the recognition and to have his name out there. And it'll probably be a small GA tour where he goes to 18 cities across the US and maybe Toronto, maybe Vancouver. That's it. Like, it's going to be a small tour. And I see that same as Something Different. Something Different was a freaking small tour. But look where the boys are now. Everyone has to start at the beginning somewhere. And this is only the beginning for him. So I can't wait to see him grow. He's no longer doing like any sort of like work with them. Like, if you guys don't know, Evan used to do stuff on the road for them. Like, he used to be like their, I don't even know what it's called, their music tech guy who would basically start the show. And he had a very, very important job. But he'd go on, he'd perform, he'd come back, and then he'd have to run the show for the boys. And he loved doing that. And he said he loved doing that. And he still would love to do that, and he learned so much and he took pride in it. But it's like, he's an artist and he should be recognized as an artist, not just as an opener, as Eben, as their roadie guy, as an actual artist. And he's getting that recognition now that he deserves. And him doing the after parties, I think, was a very, very good idea because he kind of can see the turnout for the different cities to see who actually is there and cares about him and would take the time and money and whatever towards him. And so you can kind of see that, which I definitely think does give him a good, sense of idea for where he can go and who's going to come to his shows. So yeah, I don't know. I miss that kid. Eben is one of my favorite people ever. So if you don't support Eben, get on that. His music is different than the boys, which I do really, really like. Because it's something a little bit different. Something different. Should be known as Eben, not just as Why Don't We's opener. Yeah. And that's
as much as it sucks, that's what he's known for a lot. Um, I didn't see that he got a buzz cut. I didn't. I need to go look at that after. But yeah, I want him to be known as Eben, you know, the artist who signed his own record deal, not as Why Don't We's opening act. That's been his opening act forever. That's also works in a row with them, and that, yeah. Gotta go. Bye. Bye. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah, that's just my my thoughts on that whole thing. But yeah, I'm really proud of him, and it's sad. Like I said, it's sad, but it's a good thing. It's gonna be a change, but it's gonna be good, and it also is gonna give us an opportunity to see other artists. Because like for the um invitation tour, like it was Evan, it was great. It was just one opening act. A lot of us first time we've ever seen him, and then you went over to 8 Letters tour, and it was Evan again, which like is great because like new music, new stuff. But they also gave us the opportunity to discover new artists. We discovered Taylor Gray. We discovered Bryn Elliott. A lot of people discovered them for the first time, and so it's nice to be able to discover new artists and give them a chance to kind of get their name out there. And Bryn's super talented. She's super sweet. She's super nice. Like she's getting the recognition she deserves now. And after being on the road with the boys, she kind of got that she expanded herself a little bit more. Same with, Taylor Gray, and same with like whoever else goes into her with the boys. And like, I don't know, you kind of introduce yourself to a new set of fans, and you can kind of just, I don't know. Because like all of Eben's fans are probably fans of Why Don't We as well. Like 99.9% of Eben's fans are probably fans of the boys. And so it's like, would be nice for him to like go and either tour with another artist or tour on his own to get his own set of fans that it's like, they might like Why Don't We, but they like Eben for himself, and they discovered him not because of the boys, I don't know. He deserves a lot more than what he gets. That's my biggest thing with him, is he deserves a lot more recognition than he's been getting. If I didn't know Why Don't We, I would probably have no clue who Eben is. Yeah, same. I'm so glad that I knew Eben as the cute guy that I thought was named Kevin, that I discovered during the Something Different tour that DJ'd the after party. Like, I don't know. And also took videos and was behind me during the show. Like, I don't know. Should do a makeup tutorial? Maybe I will. We should one day. People commenting that all the time. Should do that one day. Yeah, literally, my friend thought his name was Kevin. Kevin, not Evan, which would make sense. Kevin. And so I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Because we didn't know who he was. And this was like the beginning of like my crack for Why Don't We. This is the beginning of us like becoming limelights and stuff. So we didn't really know a lot about the boys. We didn't know anything about their team or anything like that. Like I had no idea who John was. I had no idea who Stacy was. All I knew was I wanted to go see this band perform because they were talented and good and cute. And so I saw them because tickets were cheap. And then we discovered this guy named, we thought was Kevin, running out of the bus because someone screamed Eben, and we're like, Kevin? I don't know. And then we went inside, and his name was on like this thing for DJ thing, and we're like, oh, Eben. But yeah, he was just really cute, and we liked him. And yeah, and then I love him as well. I've been loving Eben pretty much since the day I've been loving Why Don't We. Like pretty much the same. Like I discovered the boys and then went to see them in concert. I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months later. And that's when I discovered Eben and discovered how funny and genuine and kind and sweet he was. So yeah. Yeah, not Evan, Kevin. Yeah. That's my life for you. That's me. I've been through. He is, yeah, his stage present. I know, I love that. Evan, can we talk about Evan? Not Kevin, not Eben, Evan. Evan is so sweet, and is like, I can't get over his editing skills. Like his photography and videography skills are mind-blowing. Like, he is so talented. I've asked him a couple different questions about different things because I am very genuinely curious and interested to do with a lot of different, like, photography and cinematic or whatever kind of things. So it's like I've asked him a few different times, different questions, and I've been um, like, what kind of camera do you use and what kind of camera do you recommend and all this different stuff. And I want to ask him what editing software he uses because I think his editing is absolutely fantastic and like a dream. So if you guys seen the Eben videos, like Eben's like tour diary or whatever videos of Dare Jars, those Eben's videos are edited by Eben. That makes sense. So the show, and he was one of the people asking for pictures while he was taking. Oh my God. Honestly, the biggest thing with that is sure, asking for pictures, ask for whatever. I think I don't remember if I took a picture with him or not. Let me see. Let me find out for you guys. I can't remember. I know I took a picture with John in Vegas because John is a awesome dude. Let me see. I know we took a picture with Caspery. Caspery is also an awesome dude. We love Caspery. Let's find out. I'm trying to find them. Can't find them. They were in San Diego, which is right here. Oh my God, my hair. Yeah, that's with Caspery. Me and my friend Cass. And then John should be right around here somewhere, yeah. So us and John. Maybe I didn't take one with Evan. We were going to, and then I don't know if we ever did. You know, I don't think we did. Well, we didn't take a picture with him, but we talked to him. Oh, I don't want me. Now I'm looking through my camera roll. I have this obsession with looking through my camera roll and seeing different things and just loving them. And just, I don't know. I'm just going through it and I'm looking at pictures from like a long time ago. Like this picture is from when me and Cass went to Vegas for the spring tour and we discovered something about the table breaking. There was something funny about the table breaking. So we were facing my friend Natasha. I zoomed in because it has her spam in there. But literally we cracked out and we started freaking out in the floor of the airport because we were freaking out. Like literally I remember it happening and like one of us said something and we looked at each other like this and then we went and looked at our phones and we're like, oh my God, what is going on? Do you like Eben or Evan? I like Eben more. I do like Evan because he's very talented, but Eben is, yeah. Gross as crows. Honestly, yeah. John is a legend. Agreed. Used to work for Disney, right? I did. And I miss it. I might be going back though, hopefully. I'm listening to Christmas music. I'm trying to hype my friend up right now and tell her to go ask out this guy. But I don't think she's going to. There's this cute guy, Michaels, and my friend Chloe followed on Instagram, and he followed her back, and they need to go. And he is really cute. I wish he was like a few years older because he's a little bit too young for me. Yeah. Chloe's younger than me though, so it's fine for her. What's your favorite Why Don't We song? Okay, I've discovered this. So my favorite song of them to perform live is Friends, because Friends I pop off to so hard. Friends is definitely my favorite song live. As for favorite song live is Friends. Favorite song sentimentally is Taking You because it will always have a special place in my heart. Favorite song to hear the actual like studio version of is 8 Letters. I think 8 Letters is my favorite song listening to on my phone. Friends is my favorite song listening to live, and Taking You will always have a special place in my heart. But at the same time, I listen to a lot of their like new music more than their old music. Like I listen to like all of the 8 Letters stuff and all of the like the out of 12s more than listen to the old stuff now. And so like for me, the old stuff I haven't listened to that often recently, so I need to go back and listen to it. because it's really good, but I haven't listened to it in a while. Like, I've seen you and haven't realized it was you. Wait, a Disney? Maybe. I wish I lived close. I live far away now, but I'm going in February and I'm so excited. I'm going to Playlist, guys. I can't wait. Um, I wish I could have the confidence to dye my hair different colors. I wish I could. I love the Body Rolls and Friends. Honestly, same. Yeah. How old are you? And I say I love Friends. Friends is so good. I'm 20. Heart. I feel the same way about Taking You. Taking You is just, I just love it. And I thought I was going to cry my eyes out during Taking You in Vegas because it was going to be the last song I saw the boys perform, or last time I saw the boys perform for, I don't even know how long. Like, it's the last, I don't know when I'm seeing them next. But I didn't. For some reason, I didn't. But when I was in San Diego, they were performing something different. And I looked around in the crowd, and all of a sudden, I'm just like, and I started tearing up during something different because I was just so proud of them. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting flashbacks to like the Something Different tour where there was like a 400 capacity venue. And now there was a lot more than that, like outside the venue, just waiting to meet the boys after the show. Like, there was so many. 20. I know I don't. When did you start watching the boys? 2017. April 2017-ish, May 2017-ish. I bought tickets to Something Different tour. When did Something Different tour tickets go on sale? I don't even know. I think I bought them in May, or maybe beginning of June, and then I saw them in July. Okay, the whole journey thing. I don't know why I never cried during that. I scream during that. I just like recite the words that they're saying. Like when the part that goes like, something different is out now. I always scream, something different is out now. And it's just a thing. I don't know if it's a thing that people just do when they go to a lot of shows and they can recite all the stuff, or if it's just a thing that me and my friends do. But it was me and friends, or me was like, you guys, Myra, not Myra. Maya, like the girl with blue hair, and all of her friends who go to a lot of shows, they were screaming it. And Ezra, I don't know if you guys know Ezra, she also goes to a lot of shows. She's from the UK. There's been a lot of drama with her. We're not going to talk about it though. She was screaming it, and her friends were screaming it. And so there was like our little section with like a bunch of people who go to a lot of shows and know all the stuff already. We were all screaming it, which was nice. That was in Vegas, and it was a lot. Cried during Corbin's speech. The piano. I didn't get to see them play the piano, but every single time he did like the big plan speech, which I don't know if he even does anymore because he does like the What Am I speech. But every single time they did the big plan speech, my friend, I would look over at her and she'd be sobbing, and I'm like, yes, it's okay. Yeah, I've seen Maya. She's really nice. Yeah, she is quite nice. I'm not really friends with her. I used to be mutuals with her, and then she can follow me, and I'm like, okay, but yeah. My friend's friends with her. I've seen her a bunch of times, but yeah. I'm kind of jealous of her life because I wish I could travel all over the place all the time, but Cole doesn't have money for that. But it's too hard. It's just too hard. They're constantly one day. Yes, stay positive and you will one day. So they are constantly touring, honestly. Constantly. So, yeah. Oh, guys, I need to do my hair still. My hair is just a mess. I also have makeup on my fingers. I have makeup under my nails. It's just, I'm a mess. Like, ew, what is my hair? I need to fix this. I don't know. Haven't met any rude limelights. Yes, I have. Fun fact. I'm not going to say their names because I'm not going to give them that satisfaction of that. I don't even know. Hold on. I'm just going to tell you the story, though. So, we were in Portland for the spring tour. Because I didn't go to Portland for the summer tour. But yeah. So, we were in Portland for the spring tour. And we were there just, we drove down. We left at like 3 a.m. and drove to Portland. Got there for like lunchtime. So we were there. the day I got my tattoos. So we went to the tattoo shop, um, drove into downtown Portland, walked around, got the tattoos. We were inside the tattoo shop waiting to try and make my life decision if I want these things on my body forever. But I'm like, I need to get this because I need to tell, like, I told Daniel I'd get it, and I'm seeing him tomorrow in Limelight. Like, I have to get it. So we were just, sitting in a tattoo shop trying to figure out my life, seeing if my parents would kick me out of the house or not. And I get this notification. So I go on my phone, and it's a notification from Jonah that he posted on Instagram, posted on a story. So click on the story, and it's a picture of him in an airplane. And I'm like, well, let's go. And I've never made a decision so fast in my entire life. I literally stood up. I'm like, I'm ready to do this. Let's go. I got my tattoo. We ran back to my car, ran back to the hotel, parked my car at the hotel, grabbed our stuff, and then we booked it to the airport. We were not expecting to meet the boys that day. So my hair was in a messy ponytail. It was greasy. I took it out, ended up like trying to like fix it. It didn't look that good, but whatever. We all had like minimal makeup on. I was wearing 8 letters merch. Like I was wearing my 8 letters hoodie. And then this weird NASA shirt, this like crop top and leggings. Cause I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like I'm driving, the crop top's going to be nice and comfy and cool for in the car. And then I have this hoodie on cause like, I'm not going to take it off and it's fine. It's not fine. We book it to the airport. We get there. We're just chilling there. We're like, okay, well, we know the boys aren't here yet. Like we looked up, we figured out where their flight was going to be. We figured out what gate they were going to be at. We're just chilling there. I just felt like awful. I didn't feel very good. I felt kind of sick, but like it was also a mixture of like my parents were being like, can't believe you would do that. Why would you get a tattoo? I'm like, well, I told you this. But I also didn't feel very good because I was so stressed out and worried about my tattoos in the first place. I had this big bandage on my arm here and this big bandage on my arm here. So like I couldn't really bend my elbow because they like wrapped it right here. So my arm was like straightened like this. They were sore. It was just a mess. So I was sitting there and these girls all of a sudden whispered to each other. And then one of them stood up like, oh my God, they're here. And they ran to the other side of the airport, but they didn't really run. One of them like left and one of them was like, you stay here. I'll go try and find them. So she ran over to the other side of the airport, came back, told her friend, she's like, oh no. Insert name here, which I know. They have left already. They went straight out to the bus. Like, they're not here. Their bus was outside and they got in. And I'm like, honey, I know you're lying. Like, I know they're not here yet. I know their flight. I know where they came from. They couldn't have come down yet because we can literally see where they come down. They're not going to take a back exit out of the airport. They're not that famous. Like, they're going to take out this exit here. I've been to the airport before. Like, this is how it works. They aren't here yet. And so she was like, no, they've left. And like me and my friends were like, come on. So me and my friend Cass, my friend Taylor, and then this other girl, Katie, who we met. And we're just like, we're all more experienced than you guys clearly are. They all had gifts for the boys. They had like giant bags that had their names written on them. Like, well, that's not obvious at all. Were they like your age, older, younger? They are 18 and 19, I think. They're definitely around my age. They're I think 19 or something, 18, 19, something like that. So like pretty much my age. Maybe one of them just turning 20. I don't know. But what I know both of their names. One was I'm not gonna say, but I wish I could. They travel for all these shows now, and I'm like, great. And one of them is friends with star, and we're gonna leave it at that and continue on with the story. But anyway, so they were sitting there. I don't know if they've ever met the boys before, and they were talking about all this different stuff, and they were talking whatever. I'm like, they must be from Portland. Like, I've never seen them before. Normally, like, the people who travel for shows, you kind of know. People who travel for shows know all the other people that travel for shows. Like, you see on Twitter and Instagram and, like, from the shows, like, you kind of recognize them. People are mutuals. Like, you kind of know who's the crackheads and who travels for shows or not. So we were just, like, chilling there with these girls. And, like, they clearly are from Portland. Like, they probably have never met the boys before. Like, you're being stupid and weird. Like, come on. I've done this so many times. Like, I know. No, I know you're trying to lie to me right now. Like, I've been lied to so many times about like where people are and which hotels people are staying at. And I'm like, I kind of can suspect when people are lying. And I know for a fact you girls are lying right now. So we were ignoring them. And then we ended up standing up and we're like, oh, yeah, maybe they did leave. Okay, well, maybe we should just go back then. we clearly knew they weren't. So we knew we weren't leaving, but we stood up and walked over to the escalator. Went upstairs to the Starbucks, used the bathroom, whatever. So I'm like, well, I know they have to come out this gate right here. So they're going to walk down this way, go down this escalator, go downstairs to baggage claim. They're either going to stop at baggage claim and get their stuff, or they're going to go straight down to their bus. Or not to their bus, to a Sprinter van. To a van. Not to a tour bus like the girl said. So we were like, okay, you know what? Maybe we should just stay up here because in that way the girls won't know where we are. So go upstairs. We're waiting at the Starbucks. We're waiting by this area. And all of a sudden we're like, oh, maybe we should just go back downstairs and wait at the bottom of the escalator. Like, we're kind of in the way here. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, no, never mind. The boys are right there. So the boys come downstairs or come over to us and they say, hey. And John's like, guys, like, we got to keep going. Like, you can't stop. Like, we got places to be, things to do. I'm like, do you really? But whatever. So they're going downstairs and we're being super respectful. We're talking to them. We're talking to Stacy and John, and mainly Stacy. Stacy's next to Jonah, and Jonah looks at me and he's like, oh my God, did you get blood taken? And I'm like, blood? No, I just got 2 tattoos. And he's like, oh, okay, you thought I got blood drawn. And I'm like, no, we didn't. That didn't happen. So he's like, oh, what tattoos did you get? And so he's down this one escalator. I'm down the one next to him. So we're like going down the escalator like this. And I tell him like, oh, I got this little Disney one right here. And I got this other one on my wrist. And then I like looked up at Daniel and we made eye contact because I'm like, do I want to just like, this is kind of awkward. But I'm like, oh, and then I got like a little play button that I got Daniel to draw out for me in Vegas. He's like, oh, cool, like sick. And then Stacy was like, oh, cool, like, do you have a picture of it? So I'm like, yeah, of course. And so Jonah wanted to see as well. And so then I'm trying to like pull up this picture of my tattoos that I took for Stacy and Jonah to see. Of course, as I'm pulling it up, like there's a flight information on my phone and stuff that I had screenshotted. So I'm like trying to like not let them see it because it's kind of like awkward if they find like this flight information that's like on my phone pulled up like for the boys' flight. So I quickly opened it up and then I like pointed it over to Stacy. But by the time I pulled it up, John was already like, okay, guys, like go out to the bus or out to the van. So they went straight out to the van, didn't go anywhere near the baggage claim. All the boys had to leave right away. But as we're walking over, it's Jack Avery to the United desk, please. Jack Avery, passenger Jack Avery, please report to the United desk. And all of a sudden, Zach and Jack are like, what? And Jack's like, what? Wait, why am I being called? I'm like, what did you do, Jack? And I'm like, wait, there's 2 girls down there that were trying to be weird and creepy and rude. And like, they're probably just being dumb. And Evan's standing there. And Evan, Jack, and Zach are all looking at me like, wait, what? And so I'm like, no, there's these 2 girls down there. They're trying to like lie to us and say that you guys were like doing something else before. Like, they're just weird. Just keep going. Like, don't worry about it. Just get out of here. Like, it's fine. And they're like, oh, okay. And then Evan's like, oh, these 2 people. Like, Evan's making this comment about them. And I'm like, yeah, no, like, there's probably those girls down there. Like, don't even worry about it. So I'm like, see, if it wasn't the girls being weird before, I wouldn't have said anything. But the fact that I'm like, these girls are weird. They were trying to like get us kicked out of there. All this stuff. I'm like, clearly these girls, like, listen up. I saw all the boys. Christina was also there. Evan was also there. They all went outside and we walked over to baggage claim because then a couple of the other people walked over to baggage claim. And Evan came back, like he brought the boys outside and then came back inside. And so we were standing there kind of next to baggage claim. And all of a sudden these girls, as soon as the boys ran outside, the girls came running up and they're like, we missed them. We have their presents. We missed them. We didn't get to see them. And I'm like, honey, this is why if you would have been nice, I would have been like, we're going to go upstairs. Do you guys want to come with us? Like, we're going to Starbucks. And you would have seen the boys and talked to them and done all this stuff. But no, you didn't get to because you were trying to be sneaky. And so the moral of the story is don't be a snake because then it backfires on you. And if you're a snake to people who know stuff sometimes, it definitely backfires. So you do you and we'll do me. Whatever. It's fine. Whatever. But yeah, then Evan came back in and like, my friend had Evan merch on, and so he like walked over and was like, Evan merch, sick. And so he came over and was like talking to us about that, and like we took pictures with him and told him that we drove from Vancouver that morning, and I'm super exhausted because I drove the entire way. It was like a 7-hour drive or something, and yeah, that was the story. And then the girls just like sat there in the corner like, the boys are gone. Actually, I think they ended up going outside and trying to like find their bus or find their van. And yeah, that was just that. And then the boys left, and then we didn't see them for the rest of the day, and then we saw them again the next day. And then of course these girls happened to be at the Seattle show as well. And then I go to the summer tour And guess who's in Costa Mesa? And guess who's in San Diego? And guess who's in Vegas? And guess who went to Paso the next day and went to a bunch of these shows? Of course, those girls. So now they're everywhere I go. They're at all the shows I've been to recently. I'm like, of course. But now they actually like meet the boys and kind of understand a little bit more. But I'm like, still, I don't know, man. I don't know. They seem kind of strange. But they also like went and bought Eben merch. I remember they went and bought Eben merch for the Vegas show just for him to like make a comment about it. Because they weren't wearing it during the show. They bought it because they're like, Eben would like it. Eben would like it. We should wear it. And they wore it for like 15 minutes just to take a picture with him. And then they took it off. And I'm like, if you're gonna buy merch, don't buy it for the sake of having him like it. Buy it because you want to buy it, because you think it's nice or whatever, because you want to support him. Don't just buy it because like, yeah, he's gonna pay attention to us. Because it's like after the initial like everyone lines up, takes their pictures in the after party, it's a free for all. Like Evan's just wandering around, people just talk to him, take pictures, do whatever, write tattoos out, do whatever you want to do. But yeah, it's like free for all. So if you get Evan's attention, then I don't know. I don't know, man. But yeah, that's just the story. I'm picking up my fingernails because they have stuff on them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like I should go get dressed and go eat something. I have to leave for work in 45 minutes. So I wanted to film a video first because I don't know. I still have to. I mean, my shirt's on. Like I'm wearing the shirt to work. I just have my pajama pants on because I didn't want to change. Made me itchy. But yeah. Anyways, I think that's it. I've been on here for an hour, which is not. This is longer than I want to be on here for, guys. But I just had so many things to talk about, I guess. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for chatting with me while I do my makeup and talk about this continuous drama that never seems to end. But yeah, I'm gonna go find my dog because I just realized he's not in my room and he can't be around the house by himself. So I'm gonna go do that now. All right. Peace out, guys. Also, subscribe and turn on post notifications because there is a very, very exciting announcement coming very soon. I was going to originally post it on Tuesday, but I don't think I'm going to post it on Tuesday anymore. I think I'm going to post it next Tuesday or on Friday. Let me see. Hold on. Let me look at a calendar really quick. So November 1st is a Friday. Okay, so the exciting announcement is going to be being posted on November 1st on Friday. And then, yeah, because it does have to do something with my channel for the remainder of the year. I don't want to give too much away yet because I don't want to like say the announcement or anything, but basically it is going to be affecting the content and the videos that I'm posting every week. The 2 videos that I'm posting every single week is going to be affecting those. So yeah, for November and December. So, but yeah. Anyways, thank you guys. I love you. Thank you for talking with me. And I'll see you guys soon if it will let me end it. Okay. Peace out. Bye.